You want to go to September 7th, Supreme Court ruling? Let's say they shut it down. You know the Democrats and Biden, they're going to do something. Like, oh, world? Oh, all right. Last year they hit Texas with a winter storm. Don't be surprised they do some other shit, which they're going to do other shit anyway. They got other false operations going on, man. See? They got the technology and the means to do it. With
Supreme Court to hold special session on vaccination requirements. Right?
Yeah. So the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, whatever they say, January 7th, it's final. So if they say, Biden, what you're doing is unconstitutional, then that's a major L. But you can't rely on that either, because like we said, they're going to bring something else. Okay? There's going to be a lot of catastrophes next year, man. Or if they say, yo, Biden, the mandate is in, we with it. All 50. That's for all 50 states, the 120 thing. That's all 50 states. So them red states, them red Republican states, they got to do that shit too. And they fucking pissed off. Okay? They're pissed, man. All right? Matter of fact, I don't know if you're going to read a little of that.
So it says, I pulled up a different article going to the same exact thing. It says Supreme Court, this is about The Guardian, right? TheGuardian.com. It says Supreme Court to hold special session on Biden's vaccine mandates for workers. Court to hear arguments in January on vaccine or testing rules for workers at large firms and healthcare worker mandate. It says, this came out December 23rd, 2021, here hastening. It says the U.S. Supreme Court agreed on Wednesday to take up disputes over the Biden administration's nationwide, Vanessa or testing C-109 mandate.
That's such a wicked, that mandate is so damn wicked. We're going to read a couple of precepts. Because they have you either get Vanessa or you get tested every week. What kind of shit is that? Every week. So let's say you say, I'm not taking Vanessa. You got to get a test every week. And you know that shit give a lot of false what? Peas, a lot of. So what happened? Let's say you test positive, your job will be like, well, you got to stay home 2 weeks without pay. And let's say it happened again. You think they want to keep you on the job? No. You're like, yo, you keep testing positive, but you're like, yo, I'm not sick though. It's the fucking test keeps saying I'm testing. They be like, yo, listen, we know you stay home for a certain amount of time, or they're just gonna get rid of you. Because that's a pain on their end. This guy is always out because the tests always say you test such and such. We can't trust it, man. See? And they know that. That's a hindrance. Okay?
They're only gonna keep that test for a little bit too. Eventually they're gonna do away with the test. Like, you know what? It's mandated.
Yeah, you're right. Because they did that with, guess who did that? Remember the brother called it out? It was Blasio. Yeah. Warren William Jr. First he said the firefighters and the police, and EMS, first he said tested and Vanessa. Then fucking 3 weeks later he said, yo, it's just Vanessa. Remember? And brother was like, yo, because his handlers called him and gave him that phone call and was like, get rid of that, man. That's a major loophole.
That's right.
They want everybody to get this thing in it, man.
Yeah.
They're just gonna push more propaganda. Act like
the
nobody was
army,
dying
yeah.
from Marion. They'll be like, you know what? It's not tested anymore. It's mandated because it's too dangerous.
Marion. And they said the symptoms for that shit is mild. And people say, yo, how can you tell the difference between the different variants? Like, because people say they ask their doctor, how can you? They say we really can't tell. So people like, where are you getting this data from, man? See, it's all lies, man. It's all propaganda.
More lies.
See, so the Supreme Court's supposed to have this major ruling September 7th, something we definitely
January 7th,
to see where the chips fall.
Oh my God, those Israelites.
Yeah, she rolled by smiling and shit.
Respectable.
Yeah. But reading on down more of the article, it says the U.S. Supreme Court agreed on Wednesday to take up disputes over the Biden administration's nationwide Vanessa or testing C-109 mandate for large businesses and a separate Vanessa requirement for healthcare workers. The brief court order said the court will hear oral arguments on 7th January in the 2 cases, with ruling likely to follow in the short order. So we know, man, 2022, man, that year, you know?
Something got popped off.
And
because
once the Supreme Court say it, that's it. Okay.
Now
It
we gonna
was
see how
jumping
things-
from- Yeah, it was jumping from court to court. So the Supreme, that's the highest court in the land. Whatever they say, it's game over, man. Right? And if they side with Biden, let's show you that let's show you that they don't give two shits about you quote unquote Americans, man. They don't give a shit about you, man. Right? And this country's already down, man.
Right.
All right? Now, let's show you how retarded a lot of these politicians are. You're siding with something that's destroying your country, man. See? And little do you know, the faster you go through with your plan is the faster you're going to captivity. See? That's what Scripture says. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. That's Psalms 2nd chapter. That's vanity what you guys are imagining, man. Okay? The Lord is about to judge you. So we reread that article. Let's get Proverbs 28. I think it's 15 or something like that.
Proverbs 28 and 15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear.
Which are animals, which are carnivores, man. All right? Killing machines, man. The lion, they known as what? Apex predators. They're at the top of the food chain. All right, go ahead.
So is a wicked ruler over the poor people.
That's how Esau is ruling over the people right now. As a roaring lion, man. And it's a damn bear, man.
Right.
Scripture says, don't be a lion in your household, man. And he's such a reprobate. He's terrorizing his own people in the process. See, in times past, this should just be Jake and Ethan. But now he at the point now, he doing it to his own people. He don't give a shit, man. Because why? That's Satan divided against Satan. See? So the kingdom of Edom is about to go down. All right? It's about to go down, man. Right? And we don't give a shit. What does the last verse say?
Oh, so like going back to what it says, Proverbs 28 and 15, it says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. The prince that wants to understanding is also a great oppressor.
No, what's the last verse? I think.
Oh, it's like the last verse says, when the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase.
Righteous increase, man. All right?
There's another one too, Proverbs 29, verse 2.
Yeah.
It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Read verse 16. I think it's 16.
Verse 16, it says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth.
Yeah, we see that now.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
Yeah, we're about to see that fall. Only with the eyes shall behold and see the reward of the wicked, man. And what's his reward? Thermal nuclear destruction.
That's the man that see the fall of his enemies.
Yeah. That's the fire that's going to destroy the rich man. Matter of let's get Revelation the 6th chapter. Because they're also in the works with NATO and Russia. All right, we brought up videos of them poking at the bear, man. They're poking at him. You know? They're provoking Putin and by having a missile defense right there on their damn border, man. Who the hell not going to get upset about that? That's just common sense. Like we said, Russia set up a military base right there in the Bahamas. America, we pissed off, man. That's war right there. Well, that's the same thing they're doing right now.
Revelation 6, start verse 12? Or start up something?
No, it said when the rich men hide themselves.
Yeah.
That, yeah. And you can read the whole Jeremiah 50:51. It goes into this whole Babylon about to get overthrown by the Medes. All right? Which goes into the Russians, man. Gog and Magog. Okay? Because they took over where the Japhites used to rule. Talking about Esau's white man is Japhet. You're bugging. White man is not Japhet. He wish he was Japhet. And the vocab alone, the Edomites are Arabs. Show you how much of a biblical scholar you are. Everybody should know the Arabs are Ishmael, man. Like that. Remember that guy said that too, that Jewish dude? He said, well, who are the Edomites? He said the Arabs. You said the Arabs are Ishmael.
Yeah. And even Arabs, they know that.
Yeah. You know the Arabs are Edomites, man. The Arabs ain't no Edomites. You guys are the Edomites.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to hide yourself, man, like Cain.
Yeah.
All right? Vagabond and a fugitive in the earth, man. See, but you've been revealed in the last time. And you all came because you have the same mark. Leprosy, man. That's a mark the Most High tags you.
Right.
Wherever you go, man, oh, that's the wicked right there.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah. You can't hide yourself anymore, man. All right, yeah.
Revelation 6 and 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Yeah, a lot of them going to try to hide in their bunkers or wherever they going to try to hide out at, man. Especially the rich man.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Man, that day is coming, man. Yahweh Shai is coming, man. It's going to be a great day of wrath.
Right.
Right? Truth to tell you, even a remnant was afraid when they saw the destruction, man. Right? It's going to be a dreadful day. That's what you said. Warn to you that desire the day of the Lord. What end is it for you? For the day of the Lord, and it's going to be scary too for us. The scripture says the righteous shall what? Scarcely be saved. It's going to be at the last second. You know? A lot of anxiety going to be building up. Missiles being shot. See Leviathan. So all kind of turmoil is going to be. That's what the Lord said. I come to send fire, but what would I if I already be kindled? I mean, the earth will be on fire already before I even make it back. Oh yeah, we forgot to bring out 2nd Ezra 13:13 because that's what's going to be coming. 13:29.
2nd Ezra 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell in the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another.
Race riots, civil war, insurrection, dead.
One city against another. One place against another. One people against another.
Race wars, one place against another. Gonna be Russia, Ukraine, this, that, America, China, Taiwan. So you'll have international wars. You'll have civil wars. One people against another. You'll have race wars. Like your head.
And one realm against another.
Yeah, they're going to try to fight Yahweh Shai. See? They're going to try to fight the King of Heaven and Earth. They're going to try to fight him and the Aliyah. So it's going to be war everywhere, man. Anything more?
Come on, it says, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared.
Yahweh Shai. See, so he was talking about the Apocrypha as well. Right?
Whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land lead the battle they have one against another.
So in the war of Armageddon, they're going to stop fighting each other and they're going to fight the second coming. And they're going to be destroyed.
Destroyed, man.
So you had Independence Day.
The spirit, I was just about to say that. That's weird.
See, but they put a... talking about aliens. Ain't no such thing as no alien. That's the Aliyah. That's the Aliyah, man. I was trying to Aliyah. Dark-skinned men are in those chariots. Dark.
Like that one Edomite said.
Yeah.
You know, he said it was black. Like they was dark. He's all very, very black.
Yeah. He said
He
no,
was
they were black. I don't know. She was trying to. What she said? She said no. So they were dark-skinned. He said no. They were black. You know what I mean? Like he stressed it. They were black. I mean, dark men are in those chariots, man. See, and she started getting scared, man.
Yeah.
It's like the Ephraimites said, yeah, they were dark-skinned, but they weren't black. When we saw the chariots in Puerto Rico in the 70s, it's like, yeah, they were very, very dark, but they weren't black, though. What the fuck are you talking about, man? So you know they must have coached them what to say.
Yeah.
See? Because they want to give no indication that they're jinx, that they look just like you, man. But the people that they have in captivity, that's how the Alahim look like. See? I mean, Esau is scared, but now he at the point now he can no longer hide. All right, the chariots, they showing up everywhere, man. All right, yeah.
Second Edges 13 and 34. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting.
Yeah,
But he,
so that whole chapter is good. Just ready to stress that point. You know what I mean? Right, the wicked ruler, man, as a lion and as a bear, that's how a wicked ruler rules over the poor people. Yeah. See, he's afflicting the earth. Why? Because we're in an hour of temptation. We talked about that earlier. Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter, the Most High brought us in the wilderness to prove us, man.
Yeah.
And he's about to do it again. So this time, just go close out one more, Zechariah 13 and 8.
Con. Zechariah 13 and verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Majority of Negroes and Hispanics going to die. All right, Native American Indians, that's just a fact. As an American, go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein, and I'll bring the third part through the fire,
The afflictions, man. Fiery trials, go ahead.
and will refine them as silver is refined.
Yeah, that's how you're going to purge you. Right? Say gold is purged through fire, man. Say diamonds are formed under what pressure? All right, so you got to be what tried, man. Go ahead.
And will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai is my power.
There you go. The Most High wants you to glorify Him in that time.
Right.
All right? So we're going to close it out. We'll say, Call
Elohim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Let's give a demonic to the elders, GMS. Honest to the Akim. Peace and blessings, brother, sister. I listen on for flat. And hold on to your crown, man.
Con.
That, Khan. That would say shalom.